Hello, hello, hello. Day 7. We are back for another day of our summer body quest. And as I've said before, and I'll say it again, your summer body is not a perfect weight or measurement. Your perfect body is the one that you have right now that you truly love and embody. I find for myself that the more I fall in love with myself and the more that I can have self acceptance and self confidence, the more action I take to perhaps get to where I want to go. If it's not exactly what I want right now, which right now I am working on that part of me, the physical part of me. So, my name is Angela. For those of you who may be new to my world, I'm a serial entrepreneur and mentor. I owned and operated 2 pharmacies that I cultivated to 8 figures and then exited before I went into mentorship and coaching women around the world. And I have gone from medication to meditation, as I like to say. So we're on a 21-day quest to a body that we truly love and appreciate. Because so many of us as women don't do that, do we? We have that, even if it's kind of hidden, that self-talk about, I wish my thighs weren't so jiggly. Oh my God, my booty is too big. And, we look at everything that's perhaps wrong or we don't like about our bodies instead of looking at all the tremendous work and how beautiful our bodies are, just the way that they currently are. So today is a little bit different. We've done some meditation, we've done grounding, we've done journaling. Today we're going to have fun with food. And you're thinking, okay, this is a summer body. Shouldn't I just eat nothing? No, it is. Having a great body does not, to me, involve self-deprivation. Have you ever heard the term, what you resist persists? So as you deprive yourself of things that you love or you don't like, there's more of that in your world, right? So what we want to do is to really change our mindset about how we eat and how we nourish ourselves. Because it's one thing to nourish yourself in your mind, and it's another to physically nourish yourself with the food that you take in. I don't know about you, but for myself, it's so easy to get into this trap of eating the same boring foods all the time, over and over and over again. You get into those routines where you have a certain food or you have a certain meal that you have every Tuesday night or every Sunday, whatever the case may be. But really, let's add some spice and color to that and really take time to think about what we eat and to think about what we might want to prepare for ourselves. So what I'm going to ask you to do is to pick tomorrow or maybe another day, but choose a day where you're going to really consciously create your menu and what you're going to have, and you're going to include things that you love. Because again, this is not about deprivation. This is about nourishing ourselves mentally, physically, spiritually, just really, how can we nourish ourselves? So let's take 3 meals in a particular day. For breakfast, let's start off with something instead of just coffee or a donut on the run or a breakfast sandwich or whatever. Let's stop and think about, okay, what might be fun and maybe a little bit more nutritious? Maybe a fruit bowl with some yogurt on top. Add in some coconut shreds or some different trail mix for the crunchies, maybe just some fruit. Or I like sometimes to have a little bit of butter in my coffee, not a whole lot, but a little bit. And I whip it up with my almond milk creamer. And it's just like a latte. It's delicious. And so what can you have that might add some sparkle or some pizzazz? And then for lunches, I love to have a big, beautiful, bold salad. So different colors, different textures. And then I usually will add some kind of grilled or broiled type of protein, chicken, steak, fish, whatever. I love salmon. And my store now, where I go shopping, has these wonderful individual little boxes that you can get, or not boxes, but containers that have, like, say, 2 pieces of salmon and some asparagus, and I cook that on the grill or in the oven, and that's enough for 2 meals, so it's wonderful, and it's got some, herbed butter on it. So what can you do different for lunches that would be easy to prepare or maybe prepare ahead of time? What I like to do is I cook like 2 or 3 proteins at a time so that I'll have proteins, such as chicken, fish, steak, whatever it may be, pork, to have with my salads or some kind of vegetable, and you just heat it up, and that way it's already cooked and grilled. And then for dinner, maybe you want a big, juicy, fat hamburger, and you're thinking, "Oh my gosh, all the calories." Well, maybe you have a burger that's made of black beans and quinoa, or you get like a very lean. I love chicken sausages, or maybe a chicken hamburger, or a beef. I still have beef hamburgers also. But what I do so that it's healthier for me, but I still love it, is I do not have a bun with it. So I'll have it on a plate, but I still put all the toppings. Like I love to put grilled onions and some cheese, maybe not a whole lot, but a little bit because I do like it. And again, this is not about deprivation. It is about what I love, but in moderation also. And then a lot of vegetables. I love to put crisp lettuce and tomatoes on it, even peppers sometimes, and then my good old favorite, mustard. I do love mustard. And so just think about, those different things that you could substitute or have, or even if it's something that you don't want to substitute, but again, it's in that portion control and how you cook it. I tend to try to cook recently in the last couple months as I've really been on my health quest. I tend to cook very simply. That is, I don't use a lot of sauces. I just use spice. Like, so the other day I had a piece of tuna that I grilled with just some garlic and herb seasoning on it and a little bit of lemon juice. So think about doing things different. So in the past, it would have been easier to pick up a sandwich or to do this or that. And now it's like, you know what? I can plan it so that it's not taking me all day Sunday, but maybe just an hour or two, just to kind of like have some basics. And therefore I can draw on those on things that I love, such as the tuna or the salmon or the chicken. And then that way I can just grab and go. And don't forget about snacks, ladies. We all like to have snacks. So instead of grabbing for the chips or the candy or whatever, although I do enjoy my dark cocoa or dark chocolate, and I will have that, but I'll buy it in portions that are small so that I just have one portion at a time. But what about a protein ball? There are different recipes that you can find that are very healthy for you, but very satisfying, such as the protein balls, or I like chia chocolate pudding, which is really, really a healthy thing. Also, I love blueberries, so I'll keep frozen blueberries in the freezer and just take out, enough for a portion. And the key really to all of this, and why I'm talking about food, because this is a summer body, but it's also, as I said, and I'll repeat it multiple times, it is not about deprivation. It's not about making you feel bad for where you are. It's not about having you continue to feel bad. And I find for myself, when I do eat the heavy laden foods, the prepared foods, I feel bad about myself and I feel bad physically. I just don't feel good. And I'm finding the more that I experiment with different foods and the more that I find out what I really truly love and enjoy and it makes me feel good, the more I'm just making an effort. And it really isn't that much more of an effort to prepare and have those type of foods. So it's really about having fun, experimenting with different flavors, with different textures, with different tastes, so that you can really enjoy nourishing your body. We want to nourish our bodies so that we can feel good, so that then we can feel good about ourselves. Because without loving yourself, without loving yourself, it's hard to have others love us. It really needs to start with us so that we can love ourselves and then radiate that out. That's what I have found for myself. So go ahead enjoy, experiment, leave a comment if you have followed along and have done this. What have you learned? And or you can reach out directly to me. There's numerous ways, and there's in the description. You can send me a message, or follow me on some other social medias. And I'd love to hear how this 21 days is going for you. I also am going to be having a 4-week mini mastermind after this series for those who are interested in personal mentorship and a way to really kind of set in some things that we can carry forward. So I'm really excited. I'll be talking more about that in the upcoming days. So don't forget, you are beautiful inside and out. I believe that. I see you. I know how you feel because I've been there, and I am here for you. So have a great day, everybody, and I'll see you tomorrow. We've got some more fun and exciting things coming up.